Hi there, Karen here. Thank you for joining me for my first YouTube video. I thought it'd be a good idea to start with a layout share to give you an idea of my style, and if you like what you see, you might come along to watch my first process video, which I hope to upload straight after this one. So I'll start with this layout. This is a picture of me and my mum, and it's one with a lot of mixed media, but not much in the way of papers. I used masks and sprayed through a mask, and I also did some texture paste, which I'd coloured, and also some glass beads, which I also coloured. And so I built it up a bit with some layers, and I really love it. It's a very special picture to me, as it was just over a year later my mum died. So this is probably one of the last ones we had together before she started getting ill. So that's a favourite. And then this picture started as an attempt to use up some of my Maggie Holmes paper die cuts, flower die cuts, and using up some of the September hip kit, because most of these layouts are using up my September and October hip kits, both of which feature heavily Maggie Holmes Gather collection, Simple Stories Posh, and the Dear Lizzie Saturday collection, with a few bits here and there from Pink Fresh and Pink Paisley. This is mostly from, I think, from the Gather collection, and it's using a photograph that I just came across in my photo box of my wedding day, which was over 30 years ago. Didn't really expect to be still scrapbooking my wedding photos this many years later, but it was there. It's one of my favourite photos, and it went really well with all the colours from this particular kit. So it came together quite quickly with all the ephemera, just starting with the flowers and going from there. I even managed to use the ballerina die cut, which is one I didn't expect to ever use, but it rather fitted rather well, and I'm really pleased with how it turned out. There's a bit of mixed media in the background, because there was apple blossom on the trees, and it sort of rather reflected the apple blossom in the background. So yeah, I love that one. The next layout is again featuring a lot of the Maggie Holmes Gather. This is a picture of my daughter in her new house that she bought last year with her partner, and they just got their new sofa, and I called it Jenny Corner because when she lived at home she always had a corner of the sofa that she lived on. We called it Jenny Corner, and now she has her very own in her own house. And this is quite simple, just a bit of layering and some texture paste and a mask there. But yeah, I love the colours in that one. And then moving on to, this is now starting to work with the October hip kit, which again features Maggie Holmes and Gather collection and Dear Lizzie Saturday and Simple Stories Posh. Another range of papers from the same collection as the previous kit, the September kit. And this is now using some photographs from a holiday last year that my husband and I went on to visit some family in Canada, many of whom we hadn't met before, and we had a wonderful time with them. And this is my cousin and her family, and who we met the first day we arrived, and we had a nice family get together, and I thought it was nice to record that, because this particular kit seemed very much based around family and home, so it was very fitting. And again, the colours are lovely on this one. From the same October hip kit, I used this paper, which I think it may be a Dear Lizzie paper, I'm not sure, I'm not very good at remembering what papers come from what collection. This is a picture of my younger daughter and her boyfriend when they went to Barcelona last year, and they're in the middle of the city and they've got a cathedral in the background, so I thought I'd put them in the middle of a paper city with all the buildings around them from that paper, and I think I rather like how that worked out. So yeah, that was just really about fussy cutting the paper here. There's not much else going on. A little bit of mixed media spray in the background. That's Heidi Swap Colour Shining Tinsel in the background, which came in a colour kit. So that's that one. And the next one is another picture from my holiday in Canada with my other cousin and her husband. and I was just trying to use up some papers. I don't seem to have managed to make as many layouts from the October kit for some reason, but this is just a really simple one, just using up some of the for some of the cut aparts, and this is a couple of the wood veneer from the Indigo Hills wood veneer. Yes, I think that's what it is, from not from Pinkfish. Yes, Pinkfish Studio wooden veneer clips. That's what they are. Okay, and then this picture really was using up bits of paper from the sort of final bits of both kits. So there's some papers, some diamonds cut out of using a couple of square punches, and that was using a lot of the Maggie Holmes Gather scraps that I had. And then the photo is backed with some papers from the October kit, from more Maggie Holmes papers and Dear Lizzie papers, and these are We Are Memory Keepers wood veneer from the Honey I'm Home collection. And yeah, I love using punches, so I do feature punched out shapes quite a lot on my layouts. Yes, that was a nice colourful one. I like that, and it reflects the fact that it was Carnival Day when we took this photograph. Moving on to now, I'm beginning to use my December hip kit, which features mainly Pink Paisleys Take Me Away collection, and a few bits from Heart Day, Crepe Paper's Heart Day, and Maggie Holmes Bloom. And this is pretty much all Take Me Away. And I love the fact that it features these lilac-y colours, which is one of my favourite colours, lilacs and purples. And there's lots of bits and pieces, again using the square punch to make a diamond shape. This page is based on a sketch that I found and I really liked. And it's again my elder daughter with her partner visiting the Whitewater Rafting Centre in the Lee Valley, which we don't live very far away from. So, and there's just a flower die cut that I just had in my stash, so I thought that went rather well too. That's quite a simple one, but I love using the sequins which came in the kit, and that was really fun. And then my final layout is not a 12x12 or traditional 12x12. This is a pocket page layout, which I use not as traditional Project Life, but I use pocket pages to record my holidays, because I usually have so many photographs I can't possibly create that many 12x12 layouts. So I use pocket pages for my holidays, so that I can get all the stories in and get as many photographs in as I can. So the Canadian holiday I'm just starting to work on. We started with 3 days in Toronto, and that's all been scrapped. And then we had a day in Niagara Falls, and that'll probably take up a few pages too. And this is the first page I created with when we got to Niagara Falls, and we were actually queuing up here to go on the boat trip, which was really fun. So that is my final layout for this month, or last month. So I hope you'll join me again. If you like what you saw, please subscribe and like, and join me again when I do my first process video, which I hope to upload straight after this one. Bye for now.